good looking. I stole it.
Well, spaghetti squash, that's what's cooking. It's in the oven as we speak right now because Darcy and I decided to do our prep work prior to filming. Such an innovative idea. So the video should be a lot shorter.
Yes, so maybe we'll be down from a half hour to 15 minutes, so you might actually watch the whole video today. Who knows?
You might feel like it. You never know. And I don't know why I didn't adjust this before I feel so prepared, and then all of a sudden I realize I'm not. So.
I was going to say something, but I was like, I like how up close and personal we are on your face today. I like that look.
Good.
Work it, girl. Down the catwalk. There we go. Okay, so before we logged in today, we started cooking our spaghetti squash, like we said. We're making spaghetti squash with tomatoes, artichokes, and feta cheese. Yes, it should be delicious. It smells real good over here.
It really
Hopefully it delights your nostrils as it is ours. So what we already did is we took one large spaghetti squash, about 3 to 4 pounds, and we chopped it in half the long way. And like you would scoop out a melon, we scooped out the seeds, or like a pumpkin, I guess. It's more like a pumpkin consistency. Scoop that out, put it face down on our cookie sheet, and popped it in the 375-degree oven for 40 minutes. And then, after 40 minutes, we flipped them on the other side and put them in for another 15. And those should actually be coming out anytime now. So now what are we going to do, Becca?
Now, we are going to take the olive oil, which I believe is 1 tablespoon, and we're going to put it in a deep saucepan over medium heat and get that going.
All right.
All right, and we're going to add garlic, and the initial recipe did not specify how much garlic, so we're going to go with a tablespoon because we both love garlic.
We love us some garlic. So that's up to you how much garlic you fancy. I think I actually have more than a tablespoon, honestly, but whatever floats your boat.
So we're going to get that all simmering and delicious.
Alrighty. I've said it before and I'll say it again, the smell of simmering garlic is one of my favorites.
Me too. I love it. But I will admit that this spaghetti squash smells amazingly good. I was not expecting that at all.
I wasn't either. It really kind of smells like pumpkin, sort of.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I feel like it's a sibling to the pumpkin family.
By the way, we've decided will be next month's ingredients, being it's October. It seemed only appropriate that we would do pumpkin.
Pumpkin. I'm thinking pumpkin soup, handmade pumpkin pie. That's all I got so far. Maybe some pumpkin bread. You can't go wrong with pumpkin. All right, so now, after you've simmered your garlic in the olive oil for a minute, you're going to add 2 cans of diced tomatoes with no extra salt added. So throw that on in there. You're also going to toss in your artichokes, and it is, how many? 1 can of artichoke hearts quartered in brine.
Woo! The top just went off.
Uh-oh. Pause. They're ready to come out. Oh, yeah. Well, that smells awesome.
So I'm going to add in also the herbs, which is salt, oregano, and black pepper. The salt and black pepper are to taste, so I'm going to be a little light on the salt because you can always add more later. It's better to not overdo it.
Yes. And I had some Italian seasoning, and I threw some of that in there just to see if it would add something. That kind of thing usually complements well with tomatoes. Alrighty, so. Sorry, I'm reading.
It's okay, I forgive you.
Oh, so we're going to bring this to a boil. Alrighty.
I think I'm going to turn up the heat to kind of
speed this along.
move that along a little bit.
Boil yourself, tomatoes. I am very intrigued by this squash. You know, it seems to be common sense that a spaghetti squash would be able to be used in place of pasta, but honestly, never thought about it.
Either. And my question is, I'm looking at it, are we supposed to take the fork and do it horizontally or vertically? Like, what is the...
I assumed it meant vertically, but I don't actually know. That might be something we need to Google before we proceed.
I didn't actually think about it until I was looking at these delightfully baked.
Yeah, and I noticed that yours is much larger than mine. I could only find short little round spaghetti squashes. Like mine started out probably this big. They're very small. So you're going to have more like pasta-like strands, and I'm going to have like
Baby one.
baby pasta strands, I guess.
All right, so mine is enough at a boil, so I'm going to reduce my heat to medium low.
All right, I am boiling as well. So once we are at a boil,
It's got to simmer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, all right. Are you putting a lid on yours to simmer?
No, I'm going to
No.
let it go.
Let it thing? All right, so I guess we can start stringing our spaghetti squash.
Let me get a little bowl for that.
I feel like these are going to be really hot.
I think so.
Yeah, it's very hot. Ow.
Maybe I'll pick that up with a towel. Don't burn yourself, folks at home. Your idea is better than mine. Why didn't I think of that?
Does yours have a bunch of liquid in the middle?
Yeah.
Ow, I guess we should pour that out.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So it almost...
See, mine's a little baby thing.
Oh, it's so little. Oh, okay, it looks horizontal to me now that I'm... But I don't know, I'm just going for it. Oh my gosh, it's literally strands. Like spaghetti. This is cray-cray.
The long way?
I'm just going for it.
Alright.
Holy cow, this is so cool. I mean, I knew it would look like spaghetti, but wow. Way more so than I was expecting.
It even kind of smells like pasta.
No, crazy. I wonder who discovered this squash. We always wonder about the origin of these
We
ingredients.
do. I feel like we should do a segment on the origin of our ingredient.
Like, who decided this would be a good idea to eat?
Yeah, between spaghetti squash and artichoke, these are things I just gotta know.
So far I've done one, and look at that. It's like noodles. So cool.
Yeah, I didn't even know you guys had a bunny, honestly.
Yeah, we've had it. Rachel got it when she was 5, named it Lisa. Turns out it's a boy.
Lisa the boy bunny.
Lisa the boy bunny. But my sister was going through a phase at the time where she was obsessed with the name Lisa. She named everything Lisa. All of her dolls, all of her toys, her pets, obviously. She even wanted us to call her Lisa. She was absolutely obsessed with this name. And I don't, like, it's a pretty name, but, like, it was just really funny. I think she was, like, 5 at the time. It was absolutely hysterical.
That's hilarious.
And that means that bunny is really old because my sister's turning 14. She got it for her 5th birthday.
That's an old bunny.
I know, so you better know what kind of commitment you just got yourself into. It could live like 10 years.
That's okay. You better. My last one only lived 4 days.
You'll be 32. What?
I know. Wasn't my fault. I bought a sick bunny, okay? His name was Earl. That was in Hawaii. I didn't tell you about Earl?
No.
The 4-day bunny?
Oh my gosh, Darcy. 4 days?
It was tragic. I was so upset.
Oh my gosh. That's horrible.
I know. It took me a while to get up the curve. I'm actually surprised that I'm getting another one so soon.
This one's not sickly. My gosh, how traumatic.
It was
That's
highly
terrible.
traumatic.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But back to the thinking a pet is a lady and then finding out, or vice versa. My neighbors, I used to house sit for their cat. And their cat was this like fluffy Persian thing, like, and they named it Mandy. And so I house sat for Mandy for a couple years. And then they called me one day, they're like, hey, can you come watch Andy? And, you know, mishearing, I think they said Andy. And I'm like, Andy? Who's Andy? And I show up and it's the same cat. I was like,
oh, okay, I just heard.
They're like, oh no, it turns out he's a guy. I was like, okay. A couple more years. They're like, hey, can you come watch Bucky? I'm like, what? So they renamed Mandy to Andy to Bucky.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. We just call ours Bun Bun now to kind of make it feel better.
Alrighty.
So, I'm going to throw all this into my larger pan here.
That smells absolutely amazing. So our sauce is done simmering now.
So I'm going to transfer all this dish over here.
And we are going to add the spaghetti squash to the sauce. Now mine is kind of watery, so I'm going to drain it a little bit if I can. Because I don't think that adds to it. Did you find your squash to be watery?
My squash? I don't think so. All right, I'm going to throw in my spinach. The recipe calls for 1 cup of spinach, baby, or arugula, but being this is a vegetarian recipe, we're not going to add baby. We're just going to have either spinach or arugula. Vegetarian.
Yeah, I think we might be making some modifications to this recipe before we post it.
I think so. Toss it with tongs, so
Oh my gosh, this looks awesome. All right, so we added our squash and we added our arugula or spinach and we're tossing it. There we go, half a cup of feta. Now, last time we used feta was last week when we made those godforsaken artichokes. And I got the crumbled feta with Mediterranean herbs from Trader Joe's. Ooh, that looks delightful. And I liked it, so I got it again for this one.
Delicious.
Thought it sounded tasty.
All right, now I'm going to mix in some of my cheese here, half a cup to be exact.
I feel like I like cheese more than half a cup.
Yeah, well, the rest you're supposed to sprinkle on top, like each plate. So I'm just going to save it and sprinkle it.
All right, I'll save a little for that.
So now it looks like this. So folks at home, if it looks like this, you probably did it right. Yummy.
Mine looks like that too. I guess I could show you.
And then the rest of the feta, you're supposed to just sprinkle on top of the individual serving. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That smells real good. I'm stoked on this. And I'm real hungry. All right. That's all there is to it.
We did it.
We did it. And I'm going to go grab my bunny.
Oh, quick, do that.
I'll be right back.
It's really cute. She actually showed it to me before we started filming, and it's so fluffy. I can't wait to see it again. I wish I could play with it. It looks so playable. Slam dunk! I don't know what to say for my monologue here.
Here he is. Ah! This is Elvis. Elvis, say hi. Say hi.
Hi, Elvis. Why are you so cute? How big is he supposed to get?
Isn't he fluffy?
Yeah, but how big is he gonna get?
Pretty big.
Because bunnies can get really big.
Yeah, he's gonna be a
Like
big
cats.
bunny. Plus, he's like really fluffy, so he's gonna look even bigger. But he won't actually be that big. He'll just be like fluffy.
Oh my goodness.
And when I say that, I don't mean like nice fat. He'll actually be fluffy.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, it was nice to meet you, Elvis.
Bye.
Bye.